What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to AmbitionZ VapeR. I got a review on a high-end box mod for you today, and it's on the Vicious Ant variant 350 watt slim version 2 box mod. Let's dive in. So this was sent to me from Vicious Ant for the purpose of this review. It's not going to change my opinion of this box mod, man. You guys probably know about Vicious Ant, man. They put out a lot of high-end, beautiful mods. They're out of the Philippines. Vicious Ant is one of the, if not the best manufacturer and designer out of the Philippines. They come out with beautiful, beautiful products. And this is a beautiful product, man. This is the slim version. They have a regular version, they have a slim version. This is the slim version, this is the version 2. They upgraded the firmware on this one. They're not upgradable, but this is the newest version. This is the version 2. The first one went up to 250 watts, and this one goes up to 350 watts. It does not do temperature control. It does not do anything like that. This is a straight out Canthal, a guy that likes high-end mods, a collector's item. This is made out of grade 5 aircraft titanium. Yes, this is made out of one of the best, if not the best quality material of metal you could possibly get on planet Earth. This is the version 2. It's 100 millimeters by 43 millimeters by 24 millimeters. 5 watts to 350 watts. 2 to 8.4 volts. I'll give you all the specifications down low. Dive down. We're going to take a look at this bad boy. I'm sure the ins and the outs of it. Then we'll come back up. We'll vape on this some more. And I'll give you my pros and cons, final thoughts on this bad boy. All right. This isn't for everybody, man. You know, if you're not looking to get this, you might want to just not watch this video. Let's dive down. Let's take a look at this bad boy. We'll come back up. I'll see you guys in a minute. Variant version 2 slim. It comes in this really large, beautiful, not too bad of a packaging. I love their logo, man. Their logo is just crazy sick. So you open it up, you're gonna get a manual, and then the box mod actually sits in here like that, man. And then that's it. It also comes with additional micro Deans connections for your LiPo batteries, because this does not come with a LiPo battery. It does not come with one, I repeat. User manual that it comes with, it has the version 1.5 firmware update in this, okay? This is not upgradable, all right, or anything like that, all right? Pretty simplistic user manual, should I say. I have to be very specific on the dimensions, because when you're purchasing a LiPo, you really want to make sure you get the correct size, because I had a big problem getting it. All right. So it supports up to 30 amp. Limiting system protects against overcurrent situations. We're going to look at the outside first. All right. I'm going to give you some specifications on this. Variable wattage is 5 watts to 350 watts. The voltage is 2 to 8.4 volts. It really depends on the LiPo that you put in it. It supports 2-cell or 3-cell. This is the slim version, so it's really a 2-cell. You will not really be able to get a 3-cell in there. You might be able to, but I had a really tough time finding 3 cells for this. 30 amp current output. It supports 2.2 ohms of resistance. I've gotten it down below 0.2. I don't know why they put 0.2 on there, but I've done 0.15, 0.1. 0.15 is probably the lowest I've gone on this. 48 millimeters wide, 26 millimeters thick, and it's 100 millimeters tall. It's made out of grade 5 titanium. I mean, this is aircraft material shit right here, boys and girls. It's a fingerprint magnet a little bit, but it's beautiful. You got the 3 buttons, wattage up, wattage down, and the power or mode cycle button. There is my camera. What's up, guys? Hole there, I think that might be for venting. Then you have the back. All right, there's the back. doesn't have anything on that side. That's the bottom. It's the fire button. And here is the 510. Very nice 510. All right, spring-loaded brass 510. So to get to the compartment, you open it up like that. It's got a ball bearing. It's a ball bearing type of design. And that ball bearing sits in that hole. Clicks into place. This is the door. And here's the internals. This is how it will come. It does not come with a lipo, which I wish they kind of gave you. I definitely wish they gave you a lipo just to function and use it till you get your own lipo. But I like how they did this, so you can add any type of lipo you can get in there. But this is a very small compartment. It might look big, but it's really, really not. The dimensions for the lipo battery, it is very important to have those dimensions. I bought a few lipos and I wasn't able to fit it in there. So we have the ball bearing there. We have the micro Deans connection that connects to the chip. This is the back of the chipset. Okay, it's in there very firm. It's in there intact. It's very nice. They did a very good job on quality assurance and making sure this is very clean and intact. Now, I like how they, I kind of like how they did this connection, but I kind of don't. I don't have any problems with it, but, as you can see, I don't know if that would wear over time. That's just something that needs to be mentioned. I don't know if that will wear over time or not. I like to kind of keep it kind of where it is. I don't like to manipulate or bend this in any way because it's just one of those things. It's a very well soldering job. I don't have any issues with it connecting or anything like that. So these are pretty much one of the only LiPo batteries that I actually could use and could fit with the door closing. Okay, it's a 2-cell 7.4 volt 1000 mAh 25 to 50 C LiPo battery. Okay, I highly recommend these. This is probably one of the best ones I've used. Now, they don't come with the micro Deans connection, as you can see. I saw a lot of reviews on this box, but nobody really talked about the lipos. Nobody talked about getting the lipos or where to get them or, what you need to do. But they're not going to come with a micro Deans connection. You're going to have to either ask the person where you buy it from to put the micro Deans on there for you, or you're going to have to do it yourself by soldering it on. It needs to be noted that this will not come with a micro Deans connection on it. The guy that I got it from is off eBay. I will put a link in the description to where you can find these from this guy out of New York. He said it was 20 bucks for these two shipped. And he also did the micro Deans connections for me. He didn't, it's not required. He did it out of just being a nice guy. He just hooked me up and did it for me. I paid for the connections. I had them shipped to him and then he put them on and shipped it out. Done deal for me. So really nice guy. I couldn't find a 3-cell that would fit. 12 millimeters in diameter. If you go any more, 13 you could get in there, but it's really cutting it close, guys. And a lot of places that I bought it off of, hobbyking.com, a lot of other places I purchased these, they would say it's 13 millimeters and it was really 15 millimeters. So you'll connect it like so. And then I usually flip it in like that. I turn that little piece in there for charging. And then it's pretty much good to go. You just don't want to catch that micro Deans. You don't want to catch that micro Deans connector when you close the door. You want to make sure it's intact. Okay? You hold the middle button, version 2, and it shows up. Variant. Now, I love the screen, dude. This screen's one of the best screens I have ever used to date because of the options that it gives you. Okay, change and adjust in volts up to 8.4 volts by 0.1, or you can hold it down. Okay, I usually do it about depending on what I'm vaping on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks in the middle. It will adjust to wattage. Now, it needs to be mentioned, but every time you take the LiPo out and put it back in, it's going to go back to 5 watts. So that's why I like to do volts. It's just because I don't want to hold this down and wait to get all the way to my 100 and, you know, whatever wattage that I desire. It just takes kind of a long time. So it goes up to 350 watts, as you can see. It has time of you know, use, your puff counter, your volts that are left in the LiPo, your ohms, amps, and volts, which I love. And then it has I don't know what that is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can adjust your pulse mode output if you wanted to do that. You know, if you wanted to pulse it, it goes up to 6 volts, and then it goes back to volts. And those are the 3 options that you have. You know, I love this box mod, man, because I don't really like temperature control. I like wattage. And when you fire it as well, this is an LED light. That is an LED light that's right there, green and red. It does green and red. See, it's red. There's no atomizer on it. See, it says Chick Addy. It says variant as well. Then it has your battery indicator up top. It's very nice and small. I love the fire button. It's got that little Hannah mod button on it. It's very nice though. Yeah. See, it goes 0.18. It says it goes down to 0.12. See, 22.2 amps, 88 watts. There's no overhang on that. So, you know, it's definitely going to be nice. This is the small version as well. So you're not going to have any problem with 25 and below having any overhang. A 30 millimeter would definitely overhang, but so if you hit the fire button and the together, locked. See how it's locked? These other two just adjust wattage. That is next to the X200 by Cartel Mods. DNA 200. That is next to the DX200 DNA 200 by Hutsig. That is next to the 213 box mod by Sigeli. And that is the close-up on the the variant, man. Let's go back up to FaceTime and let's vape on this. So we're back from the close-up, squad. We're back from the close-up on the Variant Slim Titanium version 2. Well, I gotta tell you guys, I love this thing. I mean, I really do like it. There's some things I love about it, and there's a couple things that I don't like about it. All right. The slim version's really small. I'll have the diameters of the battery size on screen, but the size of the battery, you're very limited to the LiPo batteries that you can use. I'll have all the links to all the LiPo batteries that you can fit in this, or the ones that I was able to fit in this, in the description if you're interested. I have a guy from eBay that I bought the LiPo batteries from, like I said, down low. You can do voltage mode, you can do pulse mode, and you can do wattage mode. That's all you got. All right, you can lock it, you can put it on stealth mode, like I showed you down low as well. This isn't DC to DC conversion. All right, this whole box mod is pulse width modulation. All right, that's how it can fully achieve the 350 watts. Now, sometimes I notice it, sometimes I don't. I have it at 4.5 volts. I have the Goon IDA on top. I think it looks nice with the Goon. I have the James Mucklin's Alien Clapton's in it. 26 gauge. Comes out to a 0.11. But on the variant, it shows up as a 0.17. And they say it supports 0.2 ohms and higher. So you can definitely go below 0.2 ohms, which I love. Very clicky. Very clicky fire button. I love the fire button. No issues with it. I like how the buttons are right below the screen on the front. So when you're holding it like a cell phone, you can adjust and do your thing. It shows your amps. It shows your wattage. It shows your ohms. It shows your volts. It shows your puff count. It shows the time that you've been vaping in case you want to see how long your lipo lasts. You know? I think it all. And it shows also how many volts are left on the battery that are capable to be used. Okay? And it also shows your battery indicator. It says variant. Beautiful collector's item type of box mod, man. So I have it at 4.5 volts, 26.5 amps, 119 watts. What's that vape? This thing vapes very well, guys. It vapes really well. Now, it does the pulse width modulation, but it does it so fast, I really can't notice it too much. I don't notice it vaping it. I don't really notice it hitting the button. Sometimes, depending on what I have on this, sometimes I'll hear it like, it does it, what I'm trying to say is the pulse width modulation, it does it so fast on this mod that you really can't notice it, all right? It's barely noticeable. A lot of people are going to disagree. A lot of people are not going to like that it doesn't have DC to DC conversion where it can give you just straight volts. It's nice. I don't really notice it. I don't notice it doing it. Sometimes I do. Most of the time I really don't. It has an LED light on the top. It will flash green or a solid green when it's good to go. It will do a solid red if you have low atomizer or the battery's getting low. It has a little indicator there, which I like. Some things I don't like about it. Well, the size of it, it keeps you limited to the lipos that you can use on this. It is a big deal because when I got this, I had to find a lipo. This doesn't come with a lipo battery at all. It doesn't come with any lipo, any battery whatsoever. So you have to go out and buy a lipo for this, and that is a big con. Now, I have seen, I don't know, I have seen some people get a lipo battery with it. So it might just be me because they sent it for this review. It could possibly be because of that. It didn't come with one. That's my experience with it. That's a big con, especially for the money and the price point on this bad boy. It should most definitely come with a lipo. I love how it shows amps, watts, ohms. All your information that you ever need about your vape is on screen. I love that. 350 watts on this thing. I love that as well. You can do volts, or you can do wattage, or you can do pulse mode. I think it's really nice. I love the fire button. It's very clicky, very responsive. No rattle this way, but you'll get a little, it's got a lipo in it. Grade 5 aircraft titanium that it's made out of. It's beautiful. I love that. Purchasing this, you ain't purchasing it just to have a box mod. You're purchasing it because of the quality and the passion that went into it. I mean, that's what it's about on these type of mods. You're not going to really be able to get a really large battery in it. I had a really tough time finding a 3-cell. I wanted like a 11.4 volt 3-cell lipo. This is capable of doing those. You don't have to get the set. You don't have to get the 8.4. You can definitely get like the 11.4 or the 12 or whatever it is. But you're not going to be able to. I don't think you're going to be able to find one that will fit the slim. They have a bigger version as well, the titanium version 2, 350 watts, same thing, but it's bigger. I definitely recommend getting the bigger one. If you're going to use the 350 watts, it's fully capable of doing it, but you're going to get like 10 minutes of vape, and then it's going to not even handle it. You need to know everything about this if you're looking to purchase this, all right? Because this is expensive. It's very expensive. It's one of the most expensive box mods I've ever held in my hand, I've ever seen, all right? I love the screen. You hold the fire button to shut it off, and it shuts off, okay? It just shuts off. When you hold it to turn it on, it's going to have the Vicious Ant logo on it, and it's going to say version 2 or whatever version that you have. All right, this isn't firmware upgradable because there's no USB port or anything like that on this. This just is what it is. I wish it was upgradable. If somebody says it on their website that that's the dimensions, you can't take their word for it.
I went to Hobby King. I purchased like 4 or 5 different lipos. They all didn't fit, okay? Even though the dimensions said it would fit, the dimensions were wrong because the lipo was swolled up. I don't know. It was inaccurate information. So I would definitely recommend to go to the guy that I know off of eBay. I'll have him in the description as well. I love how a 25mm RDA can sit on there flush and have no overhang. Now, the price point. You guys want to know the price point, right? The regular variant, non-slim version is $750. Yes. Holy shit. I don't believe I'm saying it. $750. I'm pretty sure this thing ranges anywhere between $500 and $600 and $500 and $750 for this bad boy. Yes. Yes. I know. That is a shit ton of money. I get it. You're not buying it for the performance of the box mod. You're buying it for the materials made. You're buying it for having high-end mods. A lot of people like high-end mods. You're buying it for the quality control that went through it. You're buying it for the design and artwork and passion that went into it. I can't justify to you $500 or $750 for this. I can't. But it's for people that like high-end mods. This is grade 5 aircraft titanium. That's what it's made out of. This thing is built very well, and it's built with the best materials on planet Earth. So you're going to have to pay for that type of shit. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm leaving that shit up to you. Whoever's watching this is probably interested or looking into buying one. They want to know if it works well or it doesn't. It does work well. I definitely I recommend it, for you high-end modders out there. You know what I mean? I can't really justify the $750, and it might not come with a lipo. That whole scenario, I don't know. I think $350 to $500 would be a good price point for this. Anything above $500, I can't justify that. I don't know. I wouldn't personally pay $750 for this. Hell fucking no. I wouldn't. I think that's way too high. Grade 5 aircraft titanium. Right there on its own, that's expensive to make. It's expensive for them to buy it. It's expensive for them to CNC or machine it or however they make it. But it's nice, man. It's really, really light. The RDA is more, it weighs more than the whole box mod with the lipo. Grade 5 titanium. I want to look that shit up for you. All right, so just to give you a little rundown of how much this shit cost, the grade 5 titanium round, like a little round billet of titanium grade 5, 6AL-4V, 1.25 inches or something like that, are often known for their medical and aerospace applications. Is most common titanium alloy. It is heat treatable, lightweight, and offers high corrosion resistance. So you won't have any corrosion on this either. 1 foot of fucking this shit. I don't know if they even got it, but it's $170 for a 1 foot billet of titanium. Okay? 2 feet is $310 with 12 inches. So I don't know what that means, but 6 feet is $720. 7 feet is $816.20. Just to get a piece to form this is at least, I don't know if they're using the exact dimensions, 1 foot. I mean, all the way around, that's got to be at least, they need 2 feet, right? All right, and then you got the battery door. That justifies the price point on this, man. I needed to show you that, guys. There's a couple places that have it for sale that's sold out, but you can find Vicious Ant at www.viciousantonline.com. Link on screen and description. That's where it was sent from. That's where you can find it. There's a bunch of other distributors that sell these, like the Streamery, Steam eSigs. You might be able to find it. MyFreeeSig.com. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. I give you content on a daily basis, 1080p, 60 frames per second. You're wasting your effing bandwidth if you ain't subscribed to my channel. Remember, squad, stay juiced up. I'll catch you tomorrow, man.